This is what it looked like. There's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set. 19. 47. Get this one. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Hey, 31. 56.
Out of the gun, Watson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check cross, check cross, check cross.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the Texans first down.
Both is set. 19. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air yet again. Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, We need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action now. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Toss play, Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action with Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Out to his left. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I Like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brought down back at the 27.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut, taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Listen, 18, 47. Ricky. Shit. Wall, in the car.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, 5-8. Hey, we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Kill.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1 receiver.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Luck's good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Ginn. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready? 5-9.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Step Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go. 47 Mike. 47.
From the gun, Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on the...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready? You ready? Right here, 21 Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And an alley to run. A big play there out of Kamara. 55 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Kill.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, it's Miller. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Watson operating from the gun. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his... Guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He's crossing.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 83 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Set. 19. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans will extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go. You set? Switch. Switch.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. He's going to fire. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, 76 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. They find some open field here. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Reset. 19. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 24.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw again on second down. Watson, throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Watson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Houston.
On first down, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Reset. 19. Check, 47. It's been a long day for you.
From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Kill.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd and 4. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 11. 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Come on, wait.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set. 19. Set is the mic. Let's go, D. 26. Watch out.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. 24. Mike's 47. Go. Hey, check, Mike. 24. 47.
Now it's Watson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 47 yards. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Tighten down. There you go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
47, 19, 24. We own them. Shit.